There were an event that happened today. Obviously, I'm embarrassed. Someone that is extremely, extremely private, and to have one of your most intimate details, the audio heard for the entire world to hear. I'm embarrassed for a number of reasons. People count on Shannon. There are a lot of people that count on Shannon to be professional at all times. And I always try to be professional at all times. Even when I'm behind closed doors, I still try to remain a level of, even when I'm behind closed doors, I still try to remain a level of professional, although I'm in the privacy of my own home. And I'm very disappointed in myself, not for the act. I think there are millions and billions of people of consenting age that engage in activities.
Shannon, a pro football Hall of Famer turned popular sports media personality, found himself at the center of a social media storm on September 11th, 2024. His Instagram account went live, unexpectedly broadcasting an explicit audio clip of AS encounter. The video, although showing no faces, featured the sounds of a woman panting and a man making suggestive comments, with many online speculating that the voice belonged to Sharpe himself, and that's Michelle were heard from the man in the recording, and the woman even referred to him as Shannon at one point, further fueling speculation that the former NFL star was involved. After the video was quickly taken down, Sharpe responded on social media, claiming his Instagram had been hacked. He posted a message advising his 3.2 million followers to beware and stated that his team was working hard to address the situation. "My team and I are working vigorously to figure this out," he assured his fans before deleting the post. While the original video spread like wildfire across social media, particularly on platforms like X, formerly Twitter, Sharpe remained pretty quiet with no further comments since leaving FS1 undisputed. To join ESPN's First Take in 2023, Sharpe has established himself as an important voice in sports media, known for his strong opinions and captivating presence. Despite his initial statement, his team is still investigating the claimed hacking, and the incident has already sparked a lot of debate about everything from privacy issues to whether or not Sharpe was truly hacked. In addition to his work on First Take, he is well known for having the well-liked podcast Club Shay and Nightcap with another NFL great Chad Oinko Johnson. Outside of football, Sharpe's professional sports career emphasizes the controversies weigh even more. During his playing days, he was a dominant force on the field, winning 3 Super Bowls, 2 with the Denver Broncos and 1 with the Baltimore Ravens, 4 first-team All-Pro selections, 8 Pro Bowls, and a part of the NFL's 1990s All-Decade team. His incredible on-field accomplishments earned him a spot in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, seating him as one of the league's best. Height regarding how this scandal might impact Sharpe's job, conjecture has also surfaced. Some analysts have suggested that this incident may cause more examination of Sharpe's personal conduct. In the midst of all the noise, Sharpe's supporters and detractors are weighing in, with some defending his privacy and others doubting the hacking explanation, while others think the hacking claim may hold up and the matter could be settled quickly. Social media, which is known for its quick decisions, has been buzzing with memes, comments, and debates surrounding Sharpe's possible participation in the video. Since social media is so powerful, Sharpe's team is expected to release more information as they delve deeper into the alleged hack. The video is still accessible online despite Sharpe's best efforts to contain the damage, so Shannon, Sharpe's friends, and the media will be closely following this development in his life. Sharpe's career in sports media is still strong, but it remains to be seen if this incident will have a lasting effect on his reputation. For now, Sharpe is left dealing with the fallout from a viral video that has thrust his personal and business lives back into the spotlight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is officially my...
I have a Club Shay after this air.
It's going to be in a dimension it's never...
When Cat dropped,
right,
it's like, all of a sudden, he gay now.
That called me trying to do an interview. I said, no, Medea, I ain't doing no interview. So you can sit across from me and look at my balls. I'll sit down, nigga.
Downs, you see what I'm saying?
Kim, I've been trying to line Cat up for a year. I tried to line him up for a year. People don't know this, but Cat doesn't like to fly. I'm getting off the elevator. As I'm getting off the elevator, a lady's getting on.
Right.
She said, hello. I said, hey, how you doing? I'm Shannon Sharpe. She tells me her name. She's like, I've never seen you here before. I said, yeah, my attorney's here, Marvin. She said, oh, I love Marvin. I love Allison, who's his daughter. She said, oh, I said, I've never seen you here. I said, I've been coming here 3-4 years. I've never seen you. She said, oh man, I'm sorry. I'm just not meeting you. She said, today is my last day. I said, what? She said, yeah, today is my last day. I said, you got a new job? She said,
the same.
I asked, I said, is there anything that you don't want to talk about? I always ask the guest that. Sometimes they say, well, I would appreciate it if we not talk about this.
Right.
Cool, no problem. Because I believe you can tell your story without saying something negative. But yes, I believe a person that's been in a business, that's been doing something 10, 15, 20, 30 years are more than one salacious story.
Right.
That's what I believe. So if they say they want to stay away from it, but if they want to tell something, who am I to say, no, don't do, you can't tell that.
It says to me, because Cookie from the show Empire, I was offered that role. Now Taraji tore it up, baby. Listen here. However, I was offered that. Then Felita called me back and say, baby girl, they said you're too difficult to work with. But you hear on the audio that a man told David Talbert I was difficult to work with. Do you see how that cost my family?
Yes.
And with no accountability?
People heard about it. But when Cat came on and did what he did, now you had no choice. Advertisers, sponsors had to take Club Shay Shay serious.
Right.
People that did, he just this, he talked with a lisp. With that that talk with a lisp has the #1 podcast on YouTube. Not sports podcast, Cam. I didn't know it was gonna cause this kind of ripple. I didn't think it was gonna move me in the direction. I'm glad it did. And some of the comedians had taken shots at other comedians, but nothing like this.
Shannon's acute in addition to his accomplishments as a professional. A well-known sports analyst has recently been under fire for serious accusations that emerged after his high-profile interview with Cat Williams. Sharpe has gotten threats and unheard of scrutiny from powerful Hollywood individuals. Today, we explore the circumstances surrounding Shannon Sharpe's career, the dangers he faces from Hollywood's elite, and the larger effects of this developing drama. Shannon Sharpe's recent experiences have caused a great deal of controversy. Sharpe's career took a major turn after his interview with Cat Williams. The open conversation, which touched on delicate issues, thrust Sharpe into the spotlight but also made him a target. Since then, Sharpe has faced more scrutiny and threats, but what specifically caused this backlash? Shannon spoke with Cam Newton in a recent interview, addressing the drama that has been plaguing him ever since Cat Williams' interview went viral earlier this year. He also discussed why celebs feel at ease enough to divulge all of their secrets on his show. Shannon explained that prior to each interview, he lets his famous guests know that they are under no obligation to talk about a certain subject, which helps them feel comfortable enough to share their own stories. Shannon addressed the criticism from those who say he is not a real journalist in a recent interview, clarifying that he has never considered himself a journalist for those who may not be familiar with him. He mentioned that he believes it is possible to share a story without including anything negative, but he also thinks that anyone who has been in the business for a long time, such as 101, 520, or 30 years, likely has multiple intriguing stories. While he knows if someone chooses to avoid such tales, he does not feel it is his place to prevent them from sharing. Shannon is a highly successful former NFL player who was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2011. After his playing career, he worked for a number of years as a sports commentator. In 2020, during the pandemic, Shannon started his podcast, Club Shay. Although the show had a respectable following at first, its popularity skyrocketed after the Cat Williams interview, which has gotten over 70 million views and is currently the most popular episode. Oddly enough, this conversation almost didn't take place. Before things finally came together, Shannon disclosed that he had been attempting to get Cat on the podcast for almost a year. He then happened to run into Cat's new manager, who put him in touch with Cat, and a week later, Cat appeared on Club Shay, sharing a number of business secrets. While Shannon was reveling in Club Shay's success, he noticed that some people in the industry were unhappy and were trying to undermine his show. Cat Williams was fully aware that his revelations would have a major impact on the industry, a point he emphasized during the interview. The full story revolves around a few celebrities who are upset with Shannon's achievements and charge him and Club Shay of starting a controversy in Hollywood because of the Cat Williams interview. 30,000 news stories are written in Hollywood every year, and not one of them calls for a black country bumpkin who can't talk well and look like Mr. So, Potato Head, you have to have range. Next up is Cedric the Entertainer. Williams called him a walrus and accused him of taking jokes. Williams remembered a particular instance, pointing out that it doesn't match what I did on TV in 2018. Williams called Smiley a liar for asserting that he was meant to play money. The talk then shifted to Diddy, whom Williams accused of trying to get him into compromising situations. Mike, a part that Williams actually played in Friday After Next, elaborated on why Ricky Smiley kept showing up at all my auditions. Steve would tell anyone that they have a click over there, they know exactly what's happening. Williams said, "To preserve my honor and that pure soul I mentioned, you have to tell Diddy no because he enjoys partying." He continued, "If I look at it, I get it, that's how Diddy feels," implying that Diddy takes ownership over people in certain situations. Williams then shifted his attention to Kevin Hart, saying that Hart might be an industry insider who is doubting his quick ascent to stardom in Hollywood. Williams said that no one in his 15 years in Hollywood could remember ever seeing a sold-out Kevin Hart show. He went on, "Have we heard of a comedian who came to Los Angeles and sensation in his first year in Los Angeles?" Kevin Hart achieved remarkable success very quickly after getting his own sitcom on a major network and starring in the movie Soul Plane. Another topic of conversation was Jonathan's recent fall. Williams hinted at major challenges, implying that they might be a part of a bigger conspiracy. "Maybe I'm a conspiracy believer, but I think that when they raise you to a certain point, there's an unwritten contract that says they can knock you down at any time." Williams noticed that he went on to say that everyone must be lovely if this ugly guy is considered handsome. Williams also revealed a dramatic accusation against Ludacris, asserting that Ludacris was a part of an Illuminati-style decision-making process. He claimed that there was a time when we were both invited to an Illuminati gathering and that choices had to be made by one of us or the other. In his answer, Ludacris addressed the accusations and defended his reputation, saying that he had never been Illuminati and that I had only left with BS when coming from any party. Therefore, it appears that there is a concerted attempt to discredit Sharpe because of his candid opinions and the divisive topics he discusses in his interviews. A few months back, Sharpe and comedian Mike EPS got into an argument over EPS's comments regarding Sharpe's sexual orientation. When the comedian's footage of Sharpe performing at a comedy show appeared on social media in February, the comedian suggested that Sharpe is gay and said that he turned down the former NFL star's offer to be on his Club SH podcast. Since hosting 2 viral interviews where Cat Williams and Monique shared their candidatures about the business, Sharpe's Club SH podcast has gained notoriety for its unvarnished honesty. Some comedians have criticized Sharpe, making jokes about his perceived outdatedness, but Sharpe says that he is currently very popular and is moving beyond gay jokes. Recently, Griffin made a joke about Sharpe's show, renaming it Club Gay during a comedy set. Sharpe's fans, however, feel that Sharpe's success has caused a great deal of envy among his purported peers. And more comic, who appears to be certain that Sharpe is gay, is on the 5150 show in March. Corey Hull gave a frantic 5-minute piece on a number of well-known black media people playing on the idea that Sharpe was stuck in a gay trick, as suggested by one of the hosts. It appears that Hulk isn't the first person to say that Sharpe is secretly queer, as Hulk previously chastised Sharpe for hosting Club Shay Shay. Antonio Brown referred to Shannon Sharpe as a rainbow, and ATET once more caused controversy by criticizing Sharpe on social media. Screaming fit after a widely shared TikTok video starring Sharpe promoting his Leeport Shay knack, Brown claimed Sharpe of hiding his true sexual orientation, even though Sharpe had stated that he was using the brand to honor his grandmother. Brown's irrational comments overshadowed the occasion and raised concerns about his intentions. Total, when I visited Brown at my last stop of the day, he said, "We got up early and had a late night. We don't do excuses here. We just get the job done because this is what we signed up for." This incident adds to Brown's history of controversy, which also includes personal attacks on former teammate Tom Brady and claims of steroid use against NFL elites like Julian Edelman and J.J. Watt. In any case, Shannon Sharpe's work and personal life have been greatly impacted by the allegations against him. He revealed that being called gay has had a profound effect on him, and that questions about a straight man's sexuality have an impact. He also mentioned that social media is so powerful that someone made it to the White House in 2016 by repeatedly things, leading people to think that being labeled as secret gay, as some have claimed about Diddy, can be extremely damaging in today's society. Although there is nothing wrong with being gay, the idea that someone is pretending to be straight can seriously damage one's image. Diddy's situation serves as an example of how these charges can be used as a weapon to do real harm. All things considered, Shannon Sharpe has been under a lot of scrutiny, particularly in the wake of the nagging rumors about his personal life and the explosive interview with Cat Williams, which recently eclipsed Joe Rogan's interview with Elon Musk to become the most viewed interview on YouTube history with over 68 million views. First Take has been slowly increasing viewers since Sharpe started the show twice a week in September. Meanwhile, Undisputed, the Fox Sports reporter, said of his rigorous schedule, "I'm doing anywhere between 7 to 10 tapings a week." Since Sharpe's departure in June 2023, the number of viewers for the show he co-hosted with Skip B-Ice has greatly decreased. In April, First Take drew 482,000 viewers compared to Undisputed's 45,000 viewers. According to Stephen A. Smith, who gives Sharpe credit for this growth, Shannon has certainly added significant value to the team. PN is aware of this, and I make sure they are aware of it as well, as he deserves that kind of attention, and the Sharpe I've won Super Bowls, and I'm bigger now than I've ever been. I'm in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but I've never been more well known than I am right now. Prior to the Cat Williams interview, Shannon Sharpe wasn't one to brag, but the record-breaking QA made him a popular name. He has accepted that he will be linked to the comic for the rest of his life. Regardless, fans are proud of Shannon Sharpe's bravery in revealing these elites. One fan wrote, "I hope Shannon Sharpe tells the truth and shames the devil. Go Shannon Sharpe, only God." Another added, "If there is no truth to anything Cat Williams or any other guest has said on his podcast, then these celebrities would just brush it off. They wouldn't be threatening him." We value your time, and please check out our upcoming video.